Welcome to the Attitude Lounge, where we promote living a life well lived through the magic of doing what you love. I am your host, Attitude. This is a space, a creative space, where we share stories, we share experiences, and we build community, as well as celebrate those who love what they do. And today we're here to celebrate Mildred Shehab, founder and experienced curator of Halo Scent Fragrance Bar. Yes! Let's go.
I love it.
Welcome, Mildred.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy and excited to be here today and just share my passion and share with the community how fragrance can impact their lives.
Yes. I mean, I think that's something that many people kind of use on a daily basis when, whether they're at work, whether they get up in the morning, take a shower, come out, whether it's a lotion, whether, they're still spraying something on, because everybody, you want to feel good about yourself, right? And you want to smell good for others as well.
Yes, you do. You want to make a statement when you walk into a room, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So tell me I know that you are, you're not a beginner when it comes to building brands. Mm-hmm. This is something that you have done quite a few times. What is different about this brand, and when did that light bulb hit? When did the magic start that you just saw a vision and you're like, I'm going to go with this?
Yeah. It started when I was planning my daughter's sweet 16. So I love to live vicariously through her because my sweet 16 back in the day was just a sleepover party. I'm still grateful for it. It was fun. But, nowadays it's more like higher level and stuff. And so she wants to show up in a different fashion. And we've always been fragrance junkies, both me and my daughter. And she has this whole Sol de Janeiro vibe going. And I wanted to do something special for her. So I was thinking I would love personalized fragrance favors. And I was looking for someone, local or even nationwide. I couldn't even find a vendor that can provide that type of service where they could guide me through the notes and kind of share their expertise on how to build it. And that became very problematic for me. And I felt okay, how am I going to make this happen? I want to do this. When I have my mind set on something,
right,
I just figure it out and I do it. So that's exactly what I did. I just started doing research and I'd started diving deep into what it would look like to build a personalized fragrance. As I did that, I figured out the whole, signature fragrance for my daughter's sweet 16. But then I started bumping into fragrance bars and mobile luxury fragrance bars. Mm. And as I bumped into those online, I got infatuated by it. And I'm like, this is amazing. So I just kept digging, educating myself, figuring it out, and taking a couple risks, investing, and just became super passionate about it. And it brought back a lot of memories of my youth and as a young adult, how I would layer, I've always been a fragrance junkie, how I would layer different scents and lotions and how it made me feel. So I went down even deeper on a meaningful path for fragrance, where it's tied to memory, to nostalgia, and your youth, right? So with that, I created a signature line. I call it the Heaven's POV collection, Heaven's Point of View. Oh, my whole vibe is halo, heaven, angels, And as I started developing those scents, I felt okay, what out of these scents brings me back to my youth? And a lot of it, Avon Baby Soft, just the baby vibes. So my whole signature collection, which you see here.
Yeah, beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much. So we first have, we have Halo Glow. Halo Glow has a little story behind it. It's more for the not the more, like maybe the more fermented woman. It has a cashmere vibe, but also the baby vibe, sandalwood musk, precious newborn, and a little bit of pink sugar to have a little fun in there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have Angel Baby. Angel Baby's even much more fun. She's my favorite. She has marshmallow musk, also has sandalwood musk, baby powder, and fresh baby bath. And then we have Heaven Drops. Heaven Drops.
This one, right?
Yeah, Heaven Drops is that. There's the stories behind these are like so cool. Like they just mean a lot to me. Like Halo Glow. I just want to rewind really quick. Halo Glow was, just my mindset, right? Like you think halo, mind, like have yourself glow with what you think, right? About yourself, right? So building this fragrance, my first round was very challenging. The fragrance did not come out the way I wanted to. It was pretty bad. But then my second, I was just like, all right, cool, I got it. So so that came out of a little bit of, pain. And there's a lot of testimonies behind that. I have a lot of like my clients, or when I do a vendor event, they'll be like, oh my gosh, this brings me back to when I was a kid. I had a client that bought 2 of the Halo Glows because she remembered her grandfather who had purchased a scented teddy bear for her that smelled almost identical to Halo Glow. So yeah. Anyhow, Angel Baby just reminds me of back in the day I used to wear Baby Soft from Avon. So it inspired me, and I'm just like, I'm an 80s baby. I'm going back, and I love it. I love it more than Baby Soft, but and then Heaven Drops is actually inspired by my kids. Yes. When they were little, we would chant, we're a family of faith, and we would chant a little song every night before going to bed, and the chant would say, heaven is dropping it and I'm catching it. Yeah. And then we would chant that every night before going to bed and saying our prayers and stuff. And so this one, I call it Heaven Drops because it just reminded me even more youthful. And so the notes in that one are French vanilla, radiant amber, and funnel cake, and a little bit of pink sugar. Everybody has a little bit of pink sugar. So yeah. Really inspired by my faith as well, as I built these fragrances, and just really excited on sharing it with the community and making impact. Yeah.
So you're very intentional when you're building these fragrances, because, when you talk about the glow, you're talking about like having a halo, but also kind of that, to me, when I hear that, that ties together with that self-care.
Yeah.
Where self-care is like, I need to take care of myself. I need to feel good about myself.
Yeah. Nourish your mind. Like that was my whole intention behind it because of my own personal struggles as well. So I wanted to radiate a healing that came through me, and healing coming through me as I built and created, Yeah. So, yeah.
And I think that's great because I guess we should get into it, right?
Yeah.
You and I quickly, discussed collaborating together because I when I saw you at the mom market, I saw that you had created a scent for luxe events and design.
Yes.
And so I thought, and then you said, oh yes, this is, one of my services that I provide, one of the things I do. And then I thought, wouldn't it be great, because I'm all about experiences. And so, part of stepping into the lounge is having a couple of different experiences, right? You get to have some coffee if you want, Puerto Rican coffee.
Yeah.
Yes. And, you get to also, leave me a little message when you leave. But I also, like to just have a welcoming environment. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if, lately I have been, just really talking to a lot of women who are also entrepreneurs, who are also building their brands, and I say building, even though they've built it already, because that's, I feel like, an ongoing process.
Yeah, you're constantly evolving and changing and scaling. So
exactly. Yeah. So when we chatted, it says, well, we have to chat a little bit more, right? Because we want to be intentional about this.
Exactly.
And I shared all the things and what the Attitude Lounge meant to me, and what the guests mean to me as well, because I'm very grateful for everyone who steps in in here. And so in doing that, I just felt like we took a little couple of week breaks, and then you came back to me and says, I think I got what you're gonna love. And so let's talk a little bit about that. Like, like the process that you went, to, I guess, to see my vision, but, for also when you created it, for me to also see your vision and understand, how that came together.
Yeah. So one of my passions has always been supporting entrepreneurs as well. I even created another brand years ago, Swan Star, Savvy Women Are Rising Now, right? And just loving on women that are rising up and, living in their passion and releasing it, to the community. So when I built the fragrances, I was very intentional about thinking about brand owners and how scent could anchor their brand. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And just bring another layer of luxury, right? Yes. And another layer of memory, love,
just I feel that. I feel
connection.
That love, connection.
Yeah, I do too. And so I partnered with Lux Events and Design. They have a beautiful venue in Center Valley, at the Promenade Shops, and they trusted me with, creating and building and layering specific notes that they were, fond of, and allowed me to tie in my own, special magic.
Yeah.
So created that. They ended up loving it. And so, when you walk into their venue, you smell the scent, and she's so kind for all of her guests. She leaves them a little memory as well of a 1 ounce fragrance bottle with the Luxe fragrance for all of her clients as they're done with their events. So that to me is very meaningful when you give, a scent so that they can remember the experience that they had.
There you go.
Yeah. So that was good.
And that brain memory that comes back every time.
It's so good. Yeah. And so with that, when we saw each other at the Moms Market and you were like vibing it, I was like, I would love to do it. And I was just so honored that you would, allow me to kind of run with it. Cause you kind of let me run with it. Like I knew you wanted summer vibes, cause we're coming into the summer and all that. And we talked about possibly even like, hey, let's do a quarterly scent for each season. Right. Yeah. Yes. Which would be really cool. So I took a lot of heart in building this for you with some beautiful notes that are summer, papaya, paradise, very sexy, because I know you serve some beautiful women here in the Valley. So the very sexy type of vibe and notes that are in this fragrance tied with the Papaya Cove, I believe are splendid and are going to resonate with all of the beautiful entrepreneur women that, come and do their thing here with you. So.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that because I feel like I do feel very just blessed and special when people take a chance on me, like yourself, and come in and say, hey, let's do this, let's chat, let's connect, let's put this out there and see who we can reach, right? And so I wanted to be able to offer something special back.
Yeah.
To these women in particularly. And I say women because most of the people I have been women.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of guys here and there. And I may have a couple of guys here and there again. But there are so many women in the Lehigh Valley. I think if I was gonna connect with them at the Attitude Lounge, I think I would have enough material for several years because there's so many and doing wonderful things. And one of the things I've noticed and has really filled my cup in a way that has never been filled is watching everybody uplift each other.
Yeah,
I love because that. There's space for everyone, and watching people share your content if you have your content, watching them, go into, your social media outlets and follow you, and all this, by the way, anybody can do this. It's free.
Yeah.
And we would love your support.
Halo.scent.
That's right. The Attitude Lounge. So just remember that. That's kind of like, I just felt like really passionate about wanting to give back, but at that time I just didn't know how or what.
Yeah.
Until, then I started learning more about what you offer, and I'm like, I wonder if,
Yeah.
And so, so I just, I had lots of fun trying to give you like, what my vibe is and sharing that vibe. I know, notes, right? That's what you call them, but I call them like, and kind of like how I feel and what I feel this space is all about.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah. So I appreciate you taking the time and listening to that.
Yes. And I have your final finished product. Yay!
Oh my God. Let me
Here you
see.
go.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. I have to be careful not to hit the mics. We all know what happens.
And so I personalized every detail for you, my love. Yes.
You can even, I don't know if the camera can catch this, but I will be creating content about it because it's so amazing. It has my logo here, and then it has like a microphone on the side that's shaded with my my stage name for the podcast, which is Attitude. And then, of course, it has confident, bold, and unapologetic.
That's you for sure.
And this is just beautiful. This is like, so you're not, this is just beyond, like, you're not just creating a scent, you're creating an entire vibe. You're creating what the label will look like. You're creating how that label matches the scent. And so I'm gonna check this out now. So
check it out.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This is beautiful. I don't know if you can capture that. It can capture maybe this camera over here. But this is just beautiful and so special. This is
Thank you. I did it with a lot of love.
I bet.
I want to try it now
and so,
again.
Oh my God, I'm just like
All right,
okay,
I gotta get me some. And then there's another little gift in there for you too, because
this is what I'm going to be offering.
You'll be offering, this one's yours, but you'll be offering that one to
so you appreciate
your special guest.
You got me my own special
your
one.
Your own little bottle.
But also this is an example of what my guests will be getting, which is an official curated
10 milliliter bottle.
Yeah, scent, and it's the same scent, right?
It's the same scent.
It's very rosy. I love it.
It's so good.
This is so beautiful.
Here you go.
I'm just like, oh my God. This is so, I'm so excited. I'm excited for this.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, I'm truly excited. I love it.
It brought me a lot of joy to build that out for you. Yeah.
Well, let me put it back here, but I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this.
Yeah. And on that note, with those 10 milliliter bottles, like, I have so many different products. It's like a smorgasbord of different things that I can offer to the community for special events, for brand owners, small businesses. I mean, like, the possibilities are endless. At Halo Scent, we do PR boxes. We do the signature scents, for brands, but also for the special events. We do sweet 16s, weddings, bridal showers, you name it, any type of event. We do brand activations. But with the fragrance, we do like these luxury upscale fragrance bars, but then we also do special little favors, different little trinkets. And one of these are my trinkets here. I want to grab that
let me
real quick.
grab that.
Just trying to thank you.
Awesome.
Right. So one of my clients contracted me for a fragrance bar, but she has 250 guests, right? So she wanted to make sure that every single guest not only got the experience, but also got a 10 milliliter bottle to take home with them and with their daughters.
That's stunning.
It's a beautiful thank you card with a 10 milliliter bottle and the signature scent. So I create signature scents for the events as well. I do lab parties with my clients so that they can practice and layer the notes and kind of figure out what's their vibe for that day. So
this is just stunning. It's beautiful. It's everything. It's a message. It's saying, it's highlighting who the young lady is.
Yeah.
Her beautiful,
dress.
For the occasion, and the fact that You know, because it is like sometimes when you offer these bars, some people will not get up and actually go up to the bar, whereas some people could be intimidated. They could be shy. It could be a number of things. And yet this will be this will be, you know, kind of like where now, you know, you will get one regardless. You'll walk out of the event with one.
Yeah. The fun thing is we're like scaling and like building and so many awesome ideas. So my plan is to have my halo angels in wings walking around.
Oh, I love
just
that.
providing the experience, almost like a candy striper experience where they have a tray, they have the fragrances, they're walking around throughout the event, giving the experience for those people that may not want to get up and go to the fragrance bar, and then provide them with the favor right there. Here you go.
Right. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. I think that would be like extra special.
Yeah, very
on
special.
any event. Yeah. So I'm excited with this because, you know, again, it's like not only building a brand, but like you said, evolving, always thinking about the next
step. Exactly.
You know, how can I continue to grow? And that's part of your, you know, a way that you're encouraging yourself. You're patting yourself on the back. You're being your own cheerleader and saying, yes, I like this. This is where I've been wanting to be for a long time. I finally got here, and now I'm going to make this happen and work and put towards, you know, all my energy, you know, that I can. Because, you know, one thing that, you know, I'll share is that, and sometimes a lot of people don't know, you see a lot of entrepreneurs in the Lehigh Valley, and they're doing amazing things, these women, but some of them still have another job, you know, a full-time job, because you just don't build, when you're building a business, you know, from the bottom up, you know, it may not be overnight, you know, it's in stages. And so, so not only, you know, are you that type of a woman, but you're also a wife. You also are a mother.
Yeah.
So there's a household you have to take care of. There's the kids you have to get to school and all of that.
And I got a dog too.
And you, I forgot about the dog. Yes. Yes.
Man.
Yeah. So it's a lot. I mean, but it keeps you busy in a good way.
It does. It's actually therapy for me.
Yes. That's a good way.
It's therapy for me because I've been in seasons where, I've been like a castaway or, shut myself out of the world, and just tapping into my gifts and my talents. One of my gifts that has been therapy for me is just the gift of hospitality. I've always loved serving, and just doing little spectacular things, meaningful things for people, but, just doing setups and tables and design and decor and all that stuff. And then tying fragrance into hospitality has been the most rewarding endeavor of my life.
Yeah.
Besides my kids, right? My kids first. Sorry, guys. I love y'all. But one of the most, rewarding endeavors in my life, for sure. It's brought me out of the cave. It's brought me into a season of even loving myself more.
Yes.
It's brought healing to my soul. And I'm just very, very grateful. Yeah. Very grateful for being where I am today.
And I think when you're intentional about what you're doing, truly, truly intentional.
Yeah.
That it is a healing process. I mean, and I've talked to other women who feel the same way. Yeah. I feel the same way about this, It was a time that I wasn't going out, and I'm like, how can I still stay connected? Right in the community? Well, I can bring people to me, in one way. But you just said something about your event planning, and it just brought back memories, because I don't know if you remember this, when I had a white party, oh my gosh, you put that all together with the tables. That's crazy, and it just looked so pretty and so nice, and it was in a small space, but yet it looked nice and upscale.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, that's years ago, but love it.
Yeah. So what's next with Halo? Like, where do you see yourself going besides, obviously, wanting to provide the service to other brands, so that they can, continue to grow as well in what they do?
Yeah. So definitely this year, my goal is to bring a lot of emphasis to my Heavens POV collection and release the smorgasbord of ideas, even if they're at vendor events, just to kind of like set myself up for next year. But also I have, the Christian community is dear and near to my heart. I'm a woman of faith, and I have a whole collection for the woman of faith that's been brewing, and I want to. That would be my next. And that's probably for 2027 for sure. But would love to do women's conferences, faith-based women's conferences, tie in scripture with fragrance and a whole experience behind that.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to kind of like start getting that in motion.
Yeah, I think there's a calling for that.
Yeah.
And I think you would do great, if you do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if people wanted to get a hold of you, I know you're on Facebook, right?
I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, and I am on Instagram.
Okay.
So Halo Scent Fragrance Bar on both TikTok and Facebook, and then halo.scent on Instagram. And I don't have a website yet, but I will soon.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. Yeah.
So if somebody can DM you on your Instagram account, right?
DM me. I do have a business phone, 484-893-0339. But I do very well with DMs, either Facebook or TikTok or whichever, Instagram. Yeah.
Like if you had to, let's say, mentor somebody. Yeah. Somebody's coming to you. They want some advice. I don't know how to get this started. Yeah. An entrepreneur, right? What would you say? What would you say to a young woman?
Yeah. I would say let your passion be the bait. Be the bait for your sales. Be the bait. Like just do everything out of passion and love and create something beautiful. Find what the problem is, right? How you're solving a problem with that passion. Right. Puzzle it all in and release it into the community. And I feel like I've built a good amount of brands, but some of the brands that I've built in the past never really had a problem for me to be the solution for. And I found that with my own experience, the problem became a passion. And then I became the solution for it. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
you heard it straight from Mildred, and of course you can DM her, like we said. Whether you're interested in getting just starting to chat about a possible scent for your brand or anything like that, or whether you're about to have your daughter sweet 16 or somebody's bridal shower or a big event. It could be a family reunion.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Anything that's brewing in for like a men's version?
Absolutely. I have an amazing men's scent. I finally put a name on it because I was struggling. Like, what am I going to name this? And I'm really excited. It's been released in some of the events and some of my vendor events without a name. But now I'm happy to say that my men's fragrance, it has African leather and peppered suede. Those two notes together are just absolutely to die for. And the name is Armor.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like the armor.
Yeah. The armor.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mildred. This is all so cool and so wonderful. I'm super, super excited about what you've created for the Attitude Lounge. And I can't wait to see you continue to grow and see every other brand that, other brands that you help create something special for them as well. I can't wait to start providing that to other guests. So I truly appreciate your artistry, your intentionality, your, just your visions, the way you look at things.
Thank you.
So I truly, I see that. I want to say I see you.
Thank you.
I see you, and I'm excited for you, for your brand, and I can't wait to see where you're at a year from now.
Thank you so much. And in the same sentiment, I feel like you've done such an amazing job in bringing awareness to the community of women like us who are rising up in the marketplace and just giving us a space and a platform to share our passion and our love. And I'm so grateful for you. And I thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I got much love for everybody, but for you as well.
Thank you,
Mama. You take care, and we're gonna continue to chat after this. So yeah. Thank you all.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Peace out.
This is Attitude. We're signing off now. Peace and love to my whole podcast crowd. Peace.
Hey,
I love this.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes I'm such a dork, but
it's okay. Are we done?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that.